But yet, him using the blood as example, that makes sense. Okay, so it means by curing the blood, somehow you cure the magic. Yes, even in my own experience, black magic did help from the. Do you practice it?
I've done hijama a couple of times, and the person who did it, he saw the shape of the blood. He said, "Look, this is the satanic shape, you know."
Yeah. So.
And it's come out of you.
Yeah. So obviously it fits in the Shafi'i and Maliki school of thought, but in our no, because we do not believe that. Did not go into it, but somehow they control the mind. Yeah. So that's the meaning of possession. Yes, Eddie.
Refreshing your blood or giving you energy, so therefore rejuvenating your body.
That could be.
Giving you strength.
That could be the case. Yes, that could be. But somehow it helps. Yeah, it helps. Yes, somehow it helps. Okay, and then we do have this. We do have this feeding. We have. Yeah, because of some of the audience, I don't think I'm going to explain it. Okay, going back to the list of the symptoms. Continuous urine infection could be also a symptom of the magic. It's mainly to do with the women. They take different antibiotics, okay, but it never goes. It comes back. They go to the test, nothing in there. So that could be another thing. And continuous bleeding also, symptom. And regular feeling sick, okay, vomiting, like feeling sick. And the biggest problem is you go to vomit out, nothing comes out, but you feel sick. You go, but you do not vomit, but you feel sick. That's another thing. And also gases all the time, continuous. So you take different tablets, but it doesn't go. It wouldn't go. Yeah, and normally Arabians in the past, they even call some type of gases. For example, they call walad. Okay, walad, some scholars said it's just gases in the children, but some said it's just the name of female jinn. Female jinn, which, for example, the children, newborn children, sometimes they refer to some places, they point, okay, or they look at some corners and laughing. Okay, so some of the mashayikh said that it is walad, different types of jinnat. Yeah, wallahu alam. When I used to study, I don't know, was it year 3 or 4, primary school, I had, there was this girl who used to study with us. She would speak to herself, but she wouldn't speak to herself, but she would speak to something or someone. And, but when she's on her own. So what we used to do, we used to just hide, just to see, and she would know that we're hiding. And just by chance, few times, we just used to see that she's speaking to someone. It's just healthy conversation, It's not that sometimes we, because of stress, we may speak, but it is healthy conversation with someone, but we do not know, so we do not hear that person. So for example, what did you do today? And then silence, responding. But I was not free to do that. Healthy conversation. I don't know what was that. Yeah, because some people are born mixed race, isn't it? Do you remember that hadith of مغربون or مغربون? Rasulullah says, هل جاءكم المغربون اليوم? So did you get any مغرب people today? مغرب in Arabic language means extra stranger. غريب is stranger. مغرب or مغرب is the one who has been made into the stranger. They said, and who are they, Ya Rasulullah? So Rasulullah said, it is the mixed people, mixed race people. Okay, between the humans and jinns. Okay, so mixed race. So those people can communicate, can exist in both. in both fields actually. So it is strange. Our mashayikh say the hadith is authentic. So Allahu alam. Okay, Sayyidi. And another thing is continuous pain in the stomach. Okay, so there is pain all the time in the stomach. Again, doctors say nothing wrong. Okay, test comes clean, but there is all the time pain. And lower back pain, which we have mentioned in the scan test, nothing in there, but it is there. Heavy shoulders. By the way, heavy shoulders could mean evil eye also. Okay, so it is a symptom of both, as well as lower back pain. It could be evil eye or it could be black magic also. And all the time there is, do you know, what do you call when skin all the time moves? Continuously moving. What? Yeah, doing this. Yeah, so all the time, different parts, all the time. Test, nerves, everything is perfectly fine, but it still does it all the time. And also another symptom could be weak eyesight. And actually person could be healthy but may not see. Again, black magic. So you go to the optician, so nerves, everything is perfectly fine, but yet person does not see. Okay? But sometimes it may come back, and sometimes it may come back partially, you know. Only, for example, left side, or only right side. Okay? So all of that is symptoms of black magic also. And continuous constipation also. Okay, so obviously constipation could be physical illness also. Okay, so for example, if for me, if I would check the pulse, if pulse would be small and weak, so person has constipation. Okay, but if the pulse is major, big, strong, so person should not have constipation. But even with that pulse, person has constipation, means that is black magic. Okay. Actually, we can do the pulse reading actually as to see the thing. And also there is another thing. Do you know the person? Going back to that doll or to that picture, when some person touches the part which is affected by magic, that part will be very painful. You should not feel pain, but you do feel pain. Let's suppose that your picture was taken and your heart was affected. If I touch your heart, you scream. But you should not scream because there is no any problem in there. You don't know why you're screaming, but you find it very painful. But if you touch it, nothing wrong. But if I touch it or anyone else touches it, you find pain. Understand? So that could be another symptom. And also, this is the symptom of both of black magic and evil eye. Sadness in the heart, you don't know the reason. Continuous sadness. Then you go, you get, for example, tablets for the depression, does not help. Okay? So that could be another symptom. But that is symptom for evil eye and black magic, for both actually. Abnormally rubbing his head. Okay? So we're just sitting, just normal. There is nothing, you know, he's sitting and doing all the time these movements, you know, all the time. Why? Is it itchy? No, it's not itchy, but he does this, you know. This all the time. Obviously, it could be one of the psychological illnesses also. Do you know, for example, when you have some painful memories, you try to avoid that. You try to avoid thinking about it by making noises. For example, do you know what I mean? Okay, or making some movement, these, for example, or some certain repeated movements. So all of that is to try to stop thinking about painful experiences you had in your life. Okay? But that also could be because of magic also. These movements all the time. Okay, so doing like strange movement, abnormal movements. That could be also a symptom also.
Nail biting and so.
Yeah, but yeah. If normally when you think, you do that, don't you? Yeah, but it is.
Thinking of something, but you're just biting your nail.
Yeah, so that is about yeah. So if you can explain it, so that's it. So when we think, we normally bite. Yeah, but we are talking about abnormal behavior. Yeah. I used to have a friend in Syria, so his problem was with letter of N. So when he would remember painful memories, so he would do N, that type of thing. It's pure psychological problem. He tries to forget or tries to stop himself thinking about that painful memories. Yeah. Imam Ghazali radiallahu anhu gives really good solution, you know. You know, for all of that we need peace of mind, isn't it? Because we all have some painful memories. Okay? The best thing is just to live through all of that, thinking about all of that, but then empty yourself. How to empty? So Imam Ghazali suggests watching the water, big water. Sea, for example. Doing nothing, just looking at it and contemplating. So you just empty. Do you understand? So if you do it, maximum of 5 days, but every day, about half an hour, after that all of the painful memories just will leave you forever. But you have to just speak it out, but not to the people. Yeah, exactly. Feel, another symptom is also your body becoming heavy, or one part of your body becoming heavy. You feel it, it's heavy. So it is the eaten black magic. So you have been fed. You feel that weight. So you weigh yourself, nothing changed. Energy, everything is perfect, but you feel that weight, heavy. For example, your kidney is heavy, you feel it. Or your liver is heavy. You feel that heavy weight because of that. Anything belongs to you, and then they just throw it on the wind. So whenever it is windy day, you get the effect. Okay, or we already spoke about it. So if it is done on the water, so you are linked into the water. So whenever there is rain, or whenever you come close to the water, next to the seaside, next to the river, you feel the effect. Okay, but if it is done on the fire, so anything bright or anything hot will activate the effect of the magic. So for example, when you go, so it is done on the fire, in sunny day, in the summer, all the time you are depressed. Because your magic is done on a fire. Or whenever it is very, very bright lamp, so you get the effect of the magic. Okay. Strange. How are we going to drive back? Is everyone from Nottingham? Do I have someone from Leicester? Leicester is just here. Half an hour, isn't it? 45 minutes. I came from Manchester, you know, about 2 hours. Yeah, I don't know how. Yeah, so.
Whatever the bad decisions that they make in life.
Yeah.
In terms of accountability from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, are they?
You know, it is, mashallah, it's very, very good question. There are two types of effects. One is very severe. I class them as majnoon. Majnoon is not countable because he doesn't know what he's doing, you know. But the second is quite shallow. The magician was not expert. So he does, but he assumes, you know. There is effect, but he assumes. I do believe that this person should be accountable. Yeah, but the first one, very deep one, no, I don't think so. Because he's Majnun, you know. Brain is not working.
Are these symptoms time limited or they will be passed on in
Unless the magic is destroyed, it will be there.
Would it be passed to the generation if somebody has
Sometimes it does, yeah. Cursing does, somehow. I had quite a lot of cases in which it was not black magic, but it was lanad. It was cursing. So, for example, I had this case in which this lady somehow humiliated old lady, and that old lady cursed her, and that was passing through, you know. So the third generation lady came to me with that. Yeah, and for that we normally do, you know, like something like Mawlid, like slaughtering sheep and inviting the poor people and feeding them, with the intention of shifa and sofa, etc. And it works. Yeah. Sometimes we have this other case in which it is jinnat falling in love with the humans, and then they just stay in the family as a friend, you know. They carry on confusing the people, you know. So the members of the family, they hear voices, they feel that someone is following them, and there is problems in the family, etc. So, but it will be this Saya who has fallen in love with great-grandmother, for example. That also happens.
And is evil eye more common or black magic?
Evil eye with everyone, isn't it? I have got it. So, because let's suppose that today I'm wearing these clothes. Today definitely I will catch some evil eye. Okay, so that's why it's recommended for everyone to do recitation before sunrise. If you can do Yasin, that's the best. Or at least Surah Kawthar 7 times in the water after each time and drinking it. So that will carry on emptying you from all of the evil eye. Or else it may stay for long and then it may become into the physical illnesses after a long time. Yeah, and as you know, there are 2 types of personalities. One is vampire, and the second is donating, isn't it? So donating personality, it is, for example, he's healthy, very fit, goes out to the gathering, comes back ill, fall, lack of energy, out of energy. Because he just feeds everyone, you know. And the vampire, it is the person when he falls ill, he comes to meet you, he just sucks out your energy, fit, and you are down. So it's 2 types of personalities. It's vampire personality and donating personality. Unfortunately, I'm donating. Yeah, so when I go to the gatherings, I have to make sure that I block myself, or else I lose my energy.
And how do you do that?
Sorry?
How do you do that?
So either Quran recitation, or either pure water, rainwater, or either pure soil. Do you know, digging yourself into the pure soil, 10-15 minutes. Quran is the easiest one and quickest one. Yeah, or for example, water, pure water, you know, rainwater, the best option is washing yourself, or at least your limbs, deeping, okay, up to your knees and up to your elbows. Just washing. Just washes off everything. Yes.
You know you said read the Quran.
Sorry?
You know you said read the Quran.
Yes.
About blocking.
Yeah.
Which part of the Quran?
It's depending on what you are. Yeah, so Surah Yasin is nearly for everyone, but we have got specific ones, specific blockages. Yeah, so for that we need training. Yeah, so what is Sayyidina Nasser? It's coming.
What's the good one for education?
Sorry?
Person wants to learn education. What's the good one? What's the sort of
You know, in terms of you cannot do the proper exercise of ruqya unless you find some expert who is willing to give you ijazah. Yeah, so you need to find some reliable person. So he will give you not only just giving you what to read, it's available even on internet. So but it needs training. Okay, so like you need isolation, just you have to build up your strength. Okay, you have to build up. Yeah, so that is the hadith. Yeah, yes. So we do have. Okay, so now we're going to do these hadith. Yeah, yeah. So you need.
Types of ruqya or just one ruqya?
Sorry.
Are there different types of ruqya?
Yeah, different. So depending on the illness.
When we go to a spiritual person, he would just do ruqya, just like a couple of seconds or minutes.
Yeah. So the length is not important. Sometimes the raqi is so well off. Just by reading Inna A'tainaka once, he will just finish it off. Because the main strength is the spiritual level of the raqi. That is the main thing. So it's the same as, do you know, weapon? Yeah. So weapon, you may have the Kalashnikov, but you're not expert. And you will not know how to kill, you know? Or it could be just expert, Rambo. Just knife, sufficient for him. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So
Not
it's
special dua, isn't
no,
it?
there is special dua, but the main strength is the raqi, the person who is reading the ruqya on you. Okay, so if everyone can open on the page number 3, please. Now let's read some ruqyas. قالت عائشة كان النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم إذا عاد مريضا يضع يده على المكان الذي يألم ثم يقول بسم الله. رواه أبو يعلى بسند حسن. So Sayyid Aisha says, if Rasulullah would go to meet someone, visit some ill person, so he would place his palm on the ill part of the person and he would say Bismillah. We do it 7 times. Bismillahi, Bismillahi, Bismillah, 7 times. Not Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, no. We do Bismillah. Okay. Can we now try to do this? Do I have anyone with pain in the class? Where is your pain?
In my lower back.
In your lower. Can you place your palm on her lower back, please? Yeah, just hold it there. Yeah, so right palm, yeah? Yeah. Bismillah, 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 Bismillah. Okay, remove your hand. How is it?
Feels a bit better, a bit lighter.
Look.
But
Don't try to please me. Is it really better? A little bit better?
Lighter, but it's when I sit down. It feels lighter because when I sit down. It hurts.
So how is it now?
The lower part's fine, but it's just that bit.
Just put your palm exactly there. Okay. Okay. Bismillah, 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 Bismillah. Okay, remove your hand. Can you try now?
It feels better.
Means works. Hadith is authentic. We can trust it. Okay. The next is. So Rasulullah ﷺ says, next hadith, وأخرج الترمذي, can you read it? وأخرج الترمذي من حديث أبي أمامة بسند لين. So it means it is weak hadith, but now we're going to practice it to see if it's weak or authentic. So Rasulullah ﷺ says, تمام عيادة المريض أن يضع أحدكم يده على جبهته فيسأله كما هو. So Rasulullah says, if you want to do the perfect, complete visiting the ill person, then you should place your hand on his forehead, and then you should say, كيف أنت, how are you? Okay. And in different narration, كيف أصبحت أو كيف أمسيت, how are you doing? So anyway, means it's not only the place where it is pain, but also it will work on the forehead also. Now, do you still have a little bit of pain left? Or anyone else? You had a bit of pain? Yeah? So anyone else in some other part? Because it's forehead. You also had? No, because it's... Okay, so we'll do on your forehead. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so where is the pain? On the side. Okay, so we'll do on your forehead. Okay. Can you switch off the camera, please? This is authentic. First one is authentic. Second is not really. Did not work. Okay. روى أبو بكر ابن أبي شيبة عن عبد الله بن مسعود رضي الله عنه قال بينما رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يصلي إذ سجد فلدغته عقرب في إصبعه فانصرف رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم وقال etc. And then so while Rasulullah was praying, so there was a scorpion came and hurted the finger of Rasulullah. So Rasulullah دعا بإناء فيه ماء وملح. So Rasulullah asked, most likely Sayyida Aisha, to bring a water with salt in it. فجعل يضع موضع اللدغة في الماء. So Rasulullah has dipped the place, the finger, the actual finger, into the water, and then reciting قل هو الله أحد and two معوذتين. Falaq and Nas. Okay, so it means obviously it's not only scorpion but anything, animals. If you are hurt by animals, so then this is the recitation. Okay, so water and salt, and then Surah Ikhlas and Muawwidh. Look, whatever Rasulullah has done once, we do as minimum 3 times or 7 times because of the difference between our spiritual strength and his spiritual strength. Okay, I normally do, most of the time I do 7 times, works all the time. Okay, so whatever Rasulullah has done once, I do 7 times. Okay, so but if it is 3 times, I do 21 times because of the difference between me and him. So that is really good. So using water and dust, etc. as equipment for the ruqya, it is very common. We do it all the time. Okay, so for example, I do have it quite often. Patient comes to me complaining physical illness. I check, I make the full check. So obviously, if I will say to him that he is fine, so he will be upset. But I know that there is no physical illness. So then I will say, okay, come back next week, I will prepare your remedy. Next week he comes back, I just prepare the just tinky-winky remedy, and then the main thing is ruqya. I do ruqya. Understand? So the main treatment is ruqya. But what about this remedy? Remedy is just, you can say, a psychological thing. Because he came complaining psychological illness. So if I will say to him, it's black magic, he may not believe me. So I will say, okay, next week you just come back to collect your remedy. So then I use my remedy as equipment of treatment. So I do the ruqya in the remedy. And then I just feed it to him. So in here it is water and salt. Yeah.
Is this only for animals?
It's mainly insects and animals, yes.
Okay. And it's Surah Ikhlas, and what's the other?
Muawwidhatain, Falaq and Nas. You have to do it with water and salt. Just do this exactly the same procedure.
When you dip the part of the bitter in the water.
Sorry?
You do. Our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam dipped his hand in water.
And then reciting recited the Surah Al-Ikhlas and other things. The next hadith of Jabir, just forget about it, there is nothing in there. Let's go back to the next page, page number 4, the first hadith on top. جاء آل عمرو بن العاص إلى رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم فقالوا. So some of the family members of this Sahabi called Amr ibn al-As came to Rasulullah عليه السلام and said, يا رسول الله إنه كانت عندنا رقية نرقي بها من العقرب وإنك نهيت عن الرقى. So this person said, Ya Rasulullah, there is a ruqya recitation that we used to do for the scorpion. Obviously, you have forbidden us to do the ruqya. So do you think we can still do it? So Rasulullah said, فَقَالَ اعْرِضُوا عَلَيَّ رُقْيَاكُمْ. So Rasulullah said, can you read it? Let me listen to it. and then I will judge based on that. So then they did it. So Rasulullah said, لا بأس بالرقى ما لم يكن فيها شيء. So in different narration, ما لم يكن فيها شرك. So Rasulullah said, any type of ruqya will do unless there is some shirki recitations. Okay. So based on that, we say, Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah as well as Shia, we say that the ruqya is not necessarily to be from Quran or Sunnah. It could be just any. Okay, for example, in Uzbekistan, do you know what do they do? Uzbeki ruqya, Uzbeki Sunnah ruqya. They do kinna chik chik chik. That is ruqya. And it works, you know. So, kinna chik chik chik, finish. It's Uzbeki. So, can we do it? Yes. Okay, because kinna means the hidden thing, chik, get out. Okay, so there is no shirk. Means it's permissible. So any type of ruqya is fine as long as there is no shirki recitation. So it's not necessarily that it should be from Quran or Sunnah. It could be from anything. Okay. So for example, based on that, can, for example, do you know priests, they read, let's say, Old Testament. Okay. So can that ruqya be performed on Muslim? For example, some passages from, or some verses from Bible, Old Testament, for example.
If there is no shirk,
As long as there is no shirk.
they can read.
Exactly. Okay, so there is another thing which is poetry, poems. They do ruqya even with the poems, Arabic poems. Okay, as long as there is no shirk, you can do it. Yeah. So that is the main criteria of permissibility of ruqya is they should not be shirki recitations. Okay, so hadith is narrated by Imam Muslim, Sahih Muslim. Let's go to that ruqya, please. It's in the middle of the page. Do you know this? Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. أذهب البأس رب الناس واشفي أنت الشافي لا شفاء إلا شفاؤك شفاء لا يغادر سقما. This is ruqya. Okay, normally we use this for the physical pains. So, أذهب البأس رب الناس. أذهب البأس رب الناس واشفي أنت الشافي لا شفاء إلا شفاؤك شفاء لا يغادر سقما. Yeah, so that is good one. So you have a little bit of pain left in your head.
It's quite deep, yeah. It goes behind the eye.
Behind the eye. Okay, can we do this? Can we just check this if it's authentic? Please, can you just put your palm on her left eye, please?
My right palm.
Yes. So it's just behind the eye, isn't it? Where is it? I don't see it. Is it on the top or behind? Behind. Okay, if you can just put your hand, please. أذهب البأس رب الناس واشفي أنت الشافي لا شفاء إلا شفاؤك شفاء لا يغادر سقما. Yeah, lift it, that's fine. How is it? Still there.
It's not as intense.
But I couldn't detect. I don't know what is that. I don't know what is that. So I don't think it will do something different. That is something different.
Is it for migraines? I've been having
Ruqya to his companion called Uthman ibn Abil As. So he came complaining a pain in his body. فقال له صلى الله Rasulullah said to him, ضع يدك على الذي تألم من جسدك. So place your hand on the place where you find the pain, and then say Bismillah. Say Bismillah 3 times, and after that say 7 times أعوذ بالله وقدرته من شر ما أجد وأحاذر. So it is ruqya for yourself. So it means 3 times Bismillah, Bismillah, Bismillah. After that 7 times أعوذ بالله وقدرته من شر ما أجد وأحاذر. Did you find the text? Yeah, so just highlight that. So Bismillah 3 times, and then أعوذ بالله وقدرته من شر ما أجد وأحاذر. That is 7 times.
Can you just say that again, please?
Bismillah 3 times. Did you find it? Bismillah thalathan. Yes, Bismillah only. Yes, and after that أعوذ بالله وقدرته من شر ما أجد وأحاذر. That is 7 times. So you do it to yourself. Look, it is quite strange hadith, because normally we say the person who is affected by black magic, he cannot cure himself. So what I think is this is about the physical illness and not about the black magic. Because if it's physical illness, you can cure yourself, yes. But if it's black magic, you need someone else to do the ruqya on you. So I do believe that it is hadith is talking about the physical illness and not the black magic. Okay, another ruqya. 5 minutes. Okay, so another ruqya is also عن أبي الدرداء رضي الله عنه قال سمعت رسول الله صلى الله عليه. So Rasulullah alayhi salam said من اشتكى منكم شيئا أو اشتكاه أخ له. So if you become ill, or if your brother will become ill, so then فليقل. So from there it is ruqya. Do you know ربنا الذي? Do you know? Did you find the ربنا? So that is the beginning of the ruqya. ربنا الذي في السماء تقدس اسمك أمرك في السماء والأرض كما رحمتك في السماء اجعل رحمتك في الأرض اغفر لنا حوبنا وخطايانا أنت رب الطيبين أنزل رحمة من رحمتك وشفاء من شفائك على هذا الوجع. That is the end. So from ربنا up to الوجع, that is the ruqya. So if you become ill, or if you find some pain, or you go for the ruqya of someone, so that is your ruqya. ربنا الذي في السماء تقدس اسمك أمرك في السماء والأرض كما رحمتك في السماء اجعل رحمتك في الأرض اغفر لنا حوبنا وخطايانا أنت رب الطيبين أنزل رحمة من رحمتك وشفاء من شفائك على هذا الوجع. That is the thing. فيبرأ. So Rasulullah says he will be cured. Okay, so I'm leaving authentication of this hadith to you. So when you find illness, try to recite this ruqya, if it works or not. But do it properly, with wudu, etc., all of them. So normally we say it's advisable, if you want to do the ruqya, to make wudu and to be facing the qibla, etc. So perform all of that etiquette and do. And let me know if it works for you. Obviously, I have chosen all of these hadith because I do practice them. I mean, I did practice, and I came to conclusion that all of them are authentic. So that's why I have just found them. Okay, so that much should be enough, inshallah, for today. Obviously, there are quite a lot we have, we have skipped through. I don't know. I mean, we'll see what we can do, inshallah. It's Asr, isn't it, Sayyidi?
We've got about 7 minutes.
7 minutes, yeah. Shall we just finish off the worksheet? We have about 2-3 ahadith. Yeah. So let's go back to the last page. There are 3 ruqyas. It's very common problem. And Buraidah, is one of the Sahaba, said, Shaka Khalid ila Nabi. So Khalid ibn Walid came complaining to Rasulullah and he said, Ya Rasulullah, ma anamu al-layla min al-araq. Ya Rasulullah, I have insomnia. I do not sleep at night. put your hand up if you have insomnia. This hadith for us. فقال رسول, the last one, very last page. Page number 5. Oh, why 7? Oh, I thought it's the last one. Oh, page number 5, sorry. Okay, Sayyidi. So, Rasulullah said, إِذَا آوَيْتَ إِلَى فِرَاشِكَ. So when you will lie down, when you go to your bed, فَقُلْ. So you should say, so this is the ruqya. اللهم رب السماوات السبع وما أضلت ورب الأرضين السبع وما أقلت ورب الشياطين وما أضلت كن لي جارا من شر خلقك كلهم جميعا أن يفرط علي أحد منهم أو يبغي علي عز جارك وجل ثناؤك ولا إله غيرك. That is the ruqya of insomnia. So before you go to sleep, read this.
So where did you start it from again?
So the ruqya starts from Allahumma Rabb as-samawati as-sab'i wa ma adallat. Okay, so I will read slowly. Just do your zer zabar. Take your zer zabar. Allahumma Rabb as-samawati as-sab'i wa ma adallat wa rabba al-ardina as-sab'i wa ma aqallat wa rabba الشياطين وما أضلت كن لي جارا من شر خلقك كلهم جميعا أن يفرط علي أحد منهم أو يبغي علي عز جارك وجل ثناؤك ولا إله غيرك. So that is the ruqya for insomnia. Okay, hardship and difficulty. So difficult conditions. Any of you guys are experiencing difficult condition in these days? Problem, for example, death or something. So this is for them. Or for example, there is problem in the work. They are planning to sack you. So this is your dua. لقيني رسول الله لقنني رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. So one of the Sahaba say, Rasulullah alayhi salam taught me the following ruqya. وأمرني, and he ordered me, إن نزل بي كرب أو شدة. If some problem or if some disaster happens to me, أن أقولها. So that I should be reciting this. So this is the ruqya. لا إله إلا الله الكريم العظيم سبحان الله تبارك الله تبارك الله. So it's تبارك في عليا. تبارك الله رب العرش العظيم والحمد لله رب العالمين. So that is the actual dua. Okay, and in different version, so it is. Just a moment. Yes, Eddie. Finish. Okay. Okay, so after Asr, inshallah, we'll continue. Okay, we'll continue with the same. You know, this hadith, obviously, the same ruqya. The hadith is giving two versions of the same ruqya. Okay, so the first one we did, and then starting from wafi lafdhin. Do you see it? Do you see wafi lafdhin? So the same ruqya is in different version. Do you see it? So the same ruqya in different version is this. So this is the page number 5. Do you know the same ruqya in different version? Okay. Okay, so let's follow the text, please. La ilaha illallah wahdahu la sharika lahu al-alimu al-aliyu al-azimu. La ilaha illallah wahdahu la sharika lahu al-halimu al-karimu. So that is the second version. Okay. So now we have the same ruqya in two versions. And third version, it starts from after wafi lafdhin. La ilaha illallah al-halimu al-karimu subhanahu tabaraka wa ta'ala rabbu al-arshi al-azimi alhamdulillahi rabbi al-alamina. So three versions of the same dua. You just check. Okay, so you try all of them three. So what is it for? So he says karb. Karb is problem, shidda, hardship. So any type of problems or hardships, so you just try this. Okay, so maybe you are going through stressful time in your work. So try this. So as I said, whatever Rasulullah does once, we do 7 times. So okay, but carry on doing it. Okay, and the minimum amount of the minimum period is we do 7 days. So it's the same as istikhara. We do not do it only once, but we repeat 7 times, 7 days. So the same thing is repeat it 7 times, 7 days. Okay, so every day 7 times. Okay, so the next one is عن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم ما أصاب عبدا هم ولا حزن فقال. So if anyone has any hammun, something concerning hazan, hammun wala hazanun, hazanun is hardship. And if you read it, huzn is something which makes you sorry, sadness. But hazan is difficulty. So here is the ruqya for that concern. So you are concerned, let's say that you are concerned about finding a job. Okay, or you are concerned to marry, for example. So you are concerned about something. So you want to get to somewhere. So here is your dua. Allahumma inni abduka ibnu abdika ibnu amatika nasiyati biyadika madin fiyya hukmuka adlun fiyya qada'uka as'aluka bikulli ismin huwa laka sammayta bihi nafsaka أو أنزلته في كتابك أو علمته أحدا من خلقك أو استأثرت به في علم الغيب عندك أن تجعل القرآن العظيم ربيع قلبي ونور صدري وجلاء حزني وذهاب همي. So that is the dua. And then what Rasulullah said, إلا أذهب الله همه وحزنه or حزنه وأبدله مكانه فرحا. So if you do this when you are concerned about something, so Rasulullah will, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will get rid of all of this problem and Allah will give you happiness. Okay, so you will be glad about that thing. Okay, so the next hadith is okay, so the next hadith I did actually is it this one or the next one? No, it's not that. But there is another one. I actually did do it by myself. So this is about if you have fallen in debt. So what do you have to do? So Abu Sa'id al-Khudri says, دخل رسول الله. So Rasulullah once came into the mosque and then he found some Ansari Sahaba. So Ansari Sahaba called Abu Umama. So the Prophet said, alayhi salatu wasallam, Ya Abu Umama, what happened? You are in the mosque and it's not the time of prayer. So Abu Umama said, Ya Rasulullah, humumun lazimatni wadu. So he said, I'm in debt. I have fallen in debt. So Rasulullah said, Ala u'allimuka kalaman idha anta qultahu adhab Allah azza wa jalla hammaka wa qadada. So do you want me to teach you some recitation, some dua? If you perform it, God will get rid of, so Allah will pay off your debt. So Abu Umama said, yes, please, Ya Rasulullah. So Rasulullah said, so in the evening, إِذَا أَصْبَحْتَ وَإِذَا أَمْسَيْتَ means you have to repeat it twice a day, in the evening and in the morning. So you have to say, Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min al-hammi wal-hazan wa a'udhu bika min al-'ajzi wal-kasal wa a'udhu bika min al-jubni wal-bukhl wa a'udhu bika min ghalabati ad-dayni wa qahri ar-rijal. Okay, so let's repeat it. Allahumma inni a'udhu bika. No, repeating not after me, but doing zarzaba. No, but it's really good audience, you know, they listen, you know. Okay, Sayyidi. Yeah, so just take Zarzabar, please. Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min al-hammi wal-hazan wa a'udhu bika min al-'ajzi wal-kasal wa a'udhu bika min al-jubni wal-bukhl wa a'udhu bika min ghalabati ad-dayni wa qahri ar-rijal. That is the dua. Then Abu Umama said, فَفَعَلْتُ ذَلِكَ فَأَذْهَبَ اللَّهُ هَمِّي وَقَضَى دَيْنِي. So I did do that, and then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala got rid of hammi. So the thing which was concerning me, وَقَضَى, and He paid off my debt. I by myself checked another thing. So it was in Syria actually. So it's over 20 years ago. So hadith is weak. Muhaddithin say weak, but I think it's authentic because I did check it and it did work for me. So do you know this? قُلِ اللَّهُمَّ مَالِكَ الْمُلْكِ تُؤْتِ الْمُلْكَ مَنْ تَشَاءُ. Do you know this verse in Surah Al-Imran? قُلِ اللَّهُمَّ مَالِكَ الْمُلْكِ تُؤْتِ الْمُلْكَ مَنْ تَشَاءُ وَتَنْزَعُ الْمُلْكَ مِمَّنْ تَشَاءُ وَتُعِزُّ مَنْ تَشَاءُ وَتُذِلُّ مَنْ تَشَاءُ. Do you know this verse? So you recite that, and after that you do the following dua. Allahumma رحمن الدنيا والآخرة ورحمهما تعطي منهما من تشاء وتمنعهما عمن تشاء فارحمني رحمة تغنني بها عن رحمة من سواك. I used to do it only once, reciting it once in 1 week. Okay, in that time I had something about $20,000 in that time. I was a student of knowledge. You know, it just paid off within less than 1 year. So $20,000 for the student of knowledge is big money. Understand? So it did work for me. You guys also can try. It's in Surah Al Imran. Allah, قل اللهم مالك الملك تؤتي الملك من تشاء وتنزع. What's the? I think it's in the page number 2. I think page number 2 in Surah Al Imran, 2 or 3. قل اللهم مالك الملك. Okay. كيف؟ Okay, so the verse number 26. Okay. Yeah. قل اللهم مالك. So you have to recite both of the verses. قل اللهم مالك الملك تؤتي الملك من تشاء. So that verse, and also تولج الليل في النهار وتولج النهار في الليل وتخرج الحي من الميت وتخرج الميت من الحي وترزق من تشاء بغير حساب. That is the verse. But after that, after reciting it, you make dua. Dua is رحمن الدنيا والآخرة ورحيمهما is recorded in here. Okay, so Sadi, if you can just make that clip. Now I'm going to recite this clip, and then just yeah. So only this part. No, you know, while editing, you just cut this. So after reciting these two verses, you do
26 and
27. Okay. So the dua is. رحمن الدنيا والآخرة ورحيمهما تعطي منهما من تشاء وتمنعهما عمن تشاء فارحمني رحمة تغنني بها عن رحمة من سواك. Reciting it only once. In them days, I didn't know that we should do 7 times because of our strength, you know. But it did work. For me, it did work. Only once. Okay. But then I did 7 days. Okay. Within less than 1 year, about $20,000 is paid off. For student of knowledge, that's a big amount of money, you know. So you also try. It will work. Inshallah. So muhaddithin scholars say it is weak, but I believe that it is authentic because it did work. Okay, so wallahu alam. So now you have got 2 du'as for the dead. And also another very beautiful hadith. The next hadith عن ابن عباس. So Ibn Abbas narrates قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم من لزم الاستغفار جعل الله له من كل هم فرجا ومن كل ضيق مخرجا ورزقه من حيث لا يحتسب. So anyone who will be insisting on istighfar. Okay, so normally we do 200 istighfars per day, isn't it? In the morning and in the evening. So that is more than enough. Okay, like daily wazifa in the morning and evening. So that is good. So anyone who will be continuously doing istighfar, Allah will جعل الله له من كل هم فرجا. From any hardship, Allah will give help. ومن كل ضيق, and from any tight condition مخرجا, way out. ورزقه من حيث, and Allah will feed you from the place from where you are not expecting. Okay, so it means you should be obsessed with istighfar. Okay, istighfar. Obviously, istighfar, just verbal istighfar is not sufficient, but what you should do, you should try to remember your sins and mistakes, and then do istighfar from it, not to come back to it also. Okay, for example, yesterday I was backbiting someone. Okay, astaghfirullah. Today in the morning I was lying. Astaghfir. You know, on that way. Beautiful hadith. That very, very good hadith. Eh khuda. عليه وسلم قال من كثرت همومه فليكثر من قول لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. So Rasulullah says, anyone who has a lot of problems concerning him, so let him to say the following dua a lot. لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. Okay, so again we do it 200 times per day. Okay, in the morning and in the evening. Okay, and then okay, and let's go to the next paragraph. روى الطبراني عن من حديث أبي هريرة أن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قال ما كربني أمر إلا تمثل لي جبريل فقال يا محمد قل توكلت على الحي الذي لا يموت والحمد لله الذي لم يتخذ ولدا ولم يكن له شريك في الملك ولم يكن له ولي من الذل وكبره تكبيرا. So this is dua. So Rasulullah says ما كربني. So whenever I was stressed about something, so there was very difficult issue about which I was stressed. So whenever I would be stressed about something, to do something, so Jibril would come down and he would say, "Oh Muhammad, say the following dua." So what is the dua? Tawakkaltu. So that is the beginning. That way it starts. Tawakkaltu ala al-hayy. Tawakkaltu ala al-hayy alladhi la yamutu والحمد لله الذي لم يتخذ ولدا ولم يكن له شريك في الملك ولم يكن له ولي من الذل وكبره تكبيرا. So that is the thing. So whenever you are stressed about something, so you should recite that.
It's a dua.
It's dua, yes. Normally we do 7 times, yes. So whatever Rasulullah did once, we do 7 times.
Shaykh, you know, say the Quran is shifa.
Yes?
All the Quran is shifa.
No. So it's the same as like the pharmacy. So all of that is tablet. I have headache. Can I just go in and
Specific.
yeah. So you specific verses for specific illnesses. The next hadith is very beautiful also. عن أبي قتادة عن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم. So Rasulullah said, من قرأ آية الكرسي وخواتيم سورة البقرة عند الكرب أغاثه الله عز وجل. So whenever you are fallen into the trouble, so you should recite Ayat al-Kursi and the last 3 verses of Surah al-Baqarah. لله ما في السماوات وما في الأرض. Yeah, so the last. Again, as I said, we do 7 times. You know, you guys, we are not just writing it to learn. Just practice it, please, and let us know which did work for you so that we can follow your example also. So for me, all of that did work. So that's why I did bring it for you. Okay? So now it's your turn to check. And let us know also. Just give a feedback.
For me, it's what a'udhu billahi wa qudratihi min sharri ma ajidu.
Did that work? Means that's authentic. For me, so it's 2 people authenticated. Me and her. Enough. What do you think? Yeah? No, I do believe all of that's authentic. Obviously, if it's weak, according to the muhaddithin, I did mention. But for me, it's authentic. So that's why I brought that all.
But they say it's weak because of the chain of narration.
Exactly.
But they haven't said it's weak because of the fact that it works.
Yeah.
They haven't said that.
Exactly. No, but sometimes, look, for example, narrator, he had weak memory, but does it mean that person with weak memory all the time makes mistake? No, it does not mean that. So in this occasion, he did narrate it correctly because it is working for us. Yeah, that's the main case, Sayyidi. Okay. The next hadith is also from the next hadith is from Sa'd ibn Abi Waqqas radiyallahu anhu. قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم إني لأعلم كلمة لا يقولها مكروب إلا فرج الله عنه كلمة أخي يونس فنادى في الظلمات أن لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك إني كنت من الله. This I do it all the time. Especially when I came to the UK, that was my main thing, main dua. So Rasulullah says there is kalima, there is so whenever any problem happens to anyone, if you recite it, it definitely works. So then Rasulullah said, it is the dua of my brother Yunus alayhi salam. Okay, fanada fi dhulumat. If you remember when whale has swallowed, so in that Yunus alayhi salatu wasalam said, La ilaha illa anta subhanaka inni kuntu min al-zalimin. It did work for me all the time. I remember sometimes I wouldn't sleep at night. Next morning I have lecture 6-7 hours, but I did not prepare anything. Before the lecture, I would recite it 3 times, and it would just flow by itself, Works without any condition, I used to do it 3 times. You try 3, you try 7 times, whichever worked, Yeah, so La ilaha illa anta subhanaki inni kuntu. Did it work for you?
Yeah, we had quite a difficult situation when I was in hospital.
Yeah.
I had about an hour before they were taking me to theatre.
Yeah.
To remove my entire intestines.
Oh.
And it happened, the operation was slightly delayed because I had sepsis. So I had to go in emergency. But because I had a bit of Zamzam water by mouth, they delayed it a little bit. In that hour, my entire family prayed it 125 times. Believe me or not, the registrar came back saying your organs look swollen, lymph nodes are more affected, and they didn't perform the operation.
Beautiful. You see, so it works. You see.
For me.
Yeah. So it's authentic. Definitely is authentic. Yeah. And then in different narrations, the same hadith, لم يدعو بها رجل مسلم في شيء قط إلا. So Rasulullah says, any Muslim recites this dua in any problem, and definitely it will get accepted. I do believe in it. Yeah. So it's very beautiful hadith, as you see. You guys don't think that I brought everything that I thought authentic. I have chosen only some of the authentic. There are much more duas, yet I do believe that it's authentic. Okay, so maybe next time it could be, because this time we did a little bit of black magic. Maybe next time evil eye, but then the rest of the duas we have plenty of them. So the last dua, a bit long one. Okay. عن جعفر بن محمد. Who is this guy? جعفر بن محمد. Who knows this guy? جعفر بن محمد. Huh?
Is the Jafar bin Tiyar is the...
جعفر طيار, that's different. That's Sahabi. This is not Sahabi. جعفر بن محمد. I will give you the next name. جعفر بن محمد بن علي. Yeah. جعفر صادق بن محمد الباقر بن علي السجاد بن الحسين السبط بن علي بن أبي طالب. Perfect. Okay, so Ja'far Sadiq says, my father has transmitted from my grandfather. So who is it? Who transmitting from whom? Ja'far said, my father took it from my grandfather. From?
Prophet father of Hazrat Ali.
From Hussein. Because he said, from my father, Muhammad, and from my grandfather. Thank you, Jazakumullah khairan, Sayyidi. Yeah. So Muhammad al-Baqir said, from my grandfather. So grandfather of Muhammad al-Baqir is Imam Hussein al-Sibt. Okay. أنه صلى الله كان إذا حزبه, so Rasulullah عليه الصلاة والسلام إذا حزبه أمر دعا به. So whenever there would be some concern or any problem for Rasulullah عليه الصلاة والسلام, so he would do the following dua. It's a bit lengthy one. Okay, so, but is it permissible to make dua, this type of duas, by reading? We say yes. Okay, the most important thing is the effect. Does it work? It does. Okay, so what is the dua? So Rasulullah ﷺ used to do this. Allahumma ihrisni. If you want to take the zer zabar. Allahumma ihrisni bi'aynika allati la tanamu. واكنفني بكنفك الذي لا يرام وارحمني بقدرتك علي فلا أهلك وأنت رجائي فكم من نعمة أنعمت بها علي قل لك بها شكري وكم من بلية ابتليتني بها قل لك بها صبري فيا من قل عند نعمته شكري فلم يحرمني ويا من قل عند بليته صبري فلم يخذلني ويا من رآني على الخطايا فلم يفضحني يا ذا المعروف الذي لا ينقضي أبدا ويا ذا النعمة التي لا تحصى عددا أسألك أن تصلي على محمد وعلى آل محمد وبك أدرأ في نحور الأعداء والجبارين اللهم أعني على ديني بالدنيا وعلى آخرتي بالتقوى واحفظني فيما غبت عنه ولا تكلني إلى نفسي فيما حضرته علي يا من لا تضره الذنوب ولا ينقصه العفو هب لي ما لا ينقصك واغفر لي ما لا يضرك إنك أنت الوهاب أسألك فرجا قريبا وصبرا جميلا ورزقا واسعا والعافية من البلايا وشكر العافية ولا حول وأسألك الغنى عن الناس ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. Now I'm going to read it a bit faster. Obviously the clip just they're going to just cut it. So what you can do, you can just take it into USB faster, and you can play it because it's quite long. I don't think you guys will do. Okay. So here is the dua. يا الله بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم احرسني بعينك التي لا تنام واكنفني بكنفك الذي لا يرام وارحمني بقدرتك علي فلا أهلك وأنت رجائي فكم من نعمة أنعمت بها علي قل لك بها شكري وكم من بلية ابتليتني بها قل لك بها صبري فيا من قل عند نعمته شكري فلم يحرمني ويا من قل عند بليته صبري فلم يخذلني ويا من رآني على الخطايا فلم يفضحني يا ذا المعروف الذي لا ينقضي أبدا ويا ذا النعمة التي لا تحصى عددا أسألك أن تصلي على محمد وعلى آل محمد وبك أدرأ في نحور الأعداء والجبارين اللهم أعني على ديني بالدنيا وعلى آخرتي بالتقوى واحفظني فيما غبت عنه ولا تكلني إلى نفسي فيما حضرته علي يا من لا تضره الذنوب ولا ينقصه العفو هب لي ما لا ينقصك واغفر لي ما لا يضرك إنك أنت الوهاب أسألك فرجا قريبا وصبرا جميلا ورزقا واسعا والعافية من البلايا وشكر العافية وأسألك الغنى عن الناس ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. That is very beautiful dua. The meaning is incredible. Just it fills you up. You want to just cry, but then you remember that you are male. You cannot cry. You are not allowed to cry. Sometimes it's women, they're getting everything in the purest format, All of the emotions they can express and that will be acceptable, but we cannot express our emotions. Male, can we? So when you are happy, can you laugh loudly? We do not do it. We just smile, but they laugh, And when you are sad, do we cry? No, but they cry. So we are half part-time humans, but they are full-time humans, They do enjoy full package of human emotions, Yeah. So, anyways, that is everything, inshallah. But we. So he's Muhammad al-Baqir, Ja'far Sadiq said, Rasulullah whenever he would be concerned about anything, so he would do this. Okay, so for example, now I am planning to, buy a building for my college. So I'm concerned. I do this. Yeah.
Is it if you intend to do something as well?
Anything you are concerned about. Yeah. So you are making, for example, job application, applying for studies. You are planning to buy a car. All of that is related to this.
You just open to question and answers there.
So if we have any questions, we are ready for that. Or else, that's everything for today. Go ahead.
Shaykh, I wanted to ask, if you want shifa from nazar, what can you read? Because when you speak to people, they say Surah Qalam.
Yeah, so it's advisable for everyone. So, Surah Kawthar is for evil eye. There are quite few of them, but Kawthar is the easiest one. But you do 7 times, blowing into the water and drinking it. Okay, so that is the summarized version, but you should do it. So for example, if you have something unique, beautiful clothing, or you are a rich person, or you are handsome, so you have to, it's advisable for you to do every day, but not lesser than once a week. This is the, you can say, short version of cleaning up yourself from the evil eye. But the full version is either pure dust, okay, or pure water. Just dipping yourself and staying there for at least about maybe 15-20 minutes. So that will purify you from all of them evil eye and all of them things. it will just empty you. Yes.
You say having bath with ruqya water.
Ruqya water, that's also good. Not just, do you know the rainwater? Yeah. So staying in it, or at least taking shower. Or do you know the soil?
Clean soil.
Clean soil. Clean soil means is the soil from the ground where people do not walk, do not step. But then you cannot use it again. So you just use it once and then you just dispose it. Yes.
Dig the ground, get the soil out.
Exactly.
And then
That's it. Yeah. Or as a minimum, you know, dip your hands and feet up to the knees.
And the water can go down the drain afterwards, not from.
Exactly. Just get rid of it. Yeah. So rainwater just here. Okay. And especially if you're a practitioner, you have to do it with the rainwater all the time cleaning. Okay, a lot of practitioners after a while, when they do not clean up themselves, they become also ill. Then they come to me for reading. So just empty yourself continuously. Yeah.
So if you go stand in the field and it's raining.
Yeah, that's also good. Yes, that's also good. So rainwater. Rainwater is pure water. Just.
What dua was for Nazar?
Sorry?
What dua was that for Nazar?
Kawthar, Surah Kawthar. Yeah.
Shaykh, you know the water that comes in our taps?
Yeah.
The water that comes in our taps, it comes from the rain.
But we class it dead water, don't we?
It's not. Some of it does. Some of it comes from reservoirs. Some of it comes from coast water, clean from chemicals and stuff like that. So the reservoir water will go through a process.
You have to clean it before.
Because it's obviously when you.
So no kind of human intervention, just directly from the sky.
Yeah. So even for example, ruqya water, the most strongest one is either the rainwater or either spring water. That's the most strongest one.
In the mountains and the spring water.
Yeah. So if you take that and do ruqya, that's very effective. Tab will do, but better that spring water or rainwater. Yeah, but if it is like tap water, so then make sure that you resurrect it. So we do the, saffron. We use the saffron to resurrect the water. Then do the ruqya and then drink it. And then resurrecting takes 1 night minimum. So just dropping the saffron, leaving for entire night. So that color should get spread. So now it is alive, back to the life. Now you can make ruqya and then you can use. Or else, not as effective. Boil, does it resurrect? I don't think so. No.
So what about mixing? What if you fill the bath up with like dead water and then had rainwater or something? Can you mix it in with that? Would that work? I'm just trying to think from a practical point of view.
Yeah.
In the city, we don't have access to.
I know what you mean. Yeah. It's like being raqi. It requires full-time commitment. You have to be faithful to your job. People come to you for treatment, so you should sacrifice going out and collecting, isn't it? So, for example, for my herbal remedy, I have ordered online herbs. Some of them were dead. So, for nearly 1 year, I'm not taking new patients. Yeah, so I'm waiting for the spring, so then that I will go out to collect the herbs by myself. Yeah, so it's one of those.
Or you could use Zamzam water.
Zamzam, definitely, that's spring water. Very effective. So Zamzam water, sometimes we use it without ruqya also. Just give it away, it works. It does work, yeah. Yeah.
Shaykh, I was going to say, if you're going through a problem, how do you know if it's a test from Allah or if it's a test from Allah?
Imam Abdul Qadir Jilani gives us good answer to it, quite acceptable, quite comprehensive. So he says there are three types of problems, So one is to purify us from the sin, and one is to raise our level, and one is punishment. And how do we know? So he says when you feel pain but you can't take it, so that is to purify you from sin. The second is you don't feel pain. Okay, you're happy with it. There is problem, but you don't find any problem. So that is to raise our level, and as a punishment, you cannot take it, and you are finding pain also. So 3. So makes sense.
Secrets.
Yeah.
So Shaykh, so what you said there, so if it was black magic, it could only be paid. Because the question was, how can you tell whether it's black magic or whether it's a test from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? So if it's painful, then would you say it's
that was your question?
Yeah,
What?
I think
how can you tell whether it's
No. Expert will straight away will detect, you know.
how does a person,
how does a person
Person, I don't think person can know. So person even may think that it is like a physical problem, illness, but it's black magic. I don't think affected person will know it. Yeah. So, for example, there are patients who have been going to different doctors for ages. They never knew that it was black magic. So affected, I don't know, unless you are a practitioner, you will not know. Yeah.
My dad's had a nose allergy, or like a flu kind of symptoms
Yeah.
his whole life, and whenever he's gone to the doctors, they can't ever figure out.
Yeah.
He just kind of accept it. So it could be something like that.
It could be, yeah. Yes. There are, said a lot of donors, they're always ill. They go to the Raqis thinking it's black magic. It's not black, you are just donor person. So you have to empty you empty yourself as you empty from the evil eye. Exactly same procedure. So if you're a donor, make sure that you do that bath, either soil bath or either rainwater bath, once a week.
Sheikh, with the rainwater, could you, like the way it was raining earlier on, if you was to get like a tub or something, could you just collect it?
Yeah. And also just keep in your mind, the water, the healthy water should flow straight or bent, but never cornered. Each time when it hits the corners, it becomes weaker and weaker. So if you collect it from that, what do they call, pipe, make sure that pipe is straight pipe. Or like oval, that. But not that, because it is that shape, isn't it? Broken shape. So the health, alive water should not do the broken corners.
So you can have bends, but you shouldn't have corners.
Yes. That's to make it stronger. Yeah. So because water is like a human, So if I would let you through, and there are corners, you are hitting east and banging, that's not work. It's a bit strange, with water. Alive, but with saffron is just incredible. It's alive, but yet you strengthen it up with the saffron, then you do ruqya, it's just amazing.
How much saffron do you put in, or is that something just a random thing?
The most important thing, if color gets spread, that is sufficient. So that piece is heat, that's enough, yeah. And also, for example, we do the, Ayatul Kursi with saffron water, and we write in the bowl. And then we put the water and drink. It's exactly the same philosophy, same idea. Yes, Eddie?
When you said that once a week you should bathe yourself in spring rainwater.
If you are a donor, yes.
What do you mean by donor?
Donor is the people who lose energy. So people suck their energy out. Just donate, to everyone.
How do you know if you're a donor?
So just go to the group of people, ill people. Go to the hospital. When you come out, do you feel drained from the energy? If means you are not donor.
What's the opposite of donor?
Vampire. Vampire is the people who suck out. But then in between people, some are closer to that, some are closer to that,
Can you be none?
That's a good question, actually. I never thought about it. I don't know.
Shaykh, in the Western world, they classify people as introvert and extrovert, and it's kind of the same thing where when you go out with people, you lose all your energy. And so I'm like that. If I go out with groups of people, after talking to them, I go home, I feel tired.
Yeah. That is donor. Yes.
Whereas with most people, they go out and as long as they're out, they're happy.
Yeah.
Charged by people, keep going. They have kind of a similar concept.
Exactly. No. Even do you know these movies? Do you know this vampire? It's not joke. It's not made up. It's personalities. It's just Dracula. It could be me, Dracula. Do you know? It is just sucking out the energy. Yeah. It's just real thing, But it's just made in metaphoric way. But it's real things,
Sheikh, I heard that the verse Inna Lillahi wa Inna Ilayhi Raji'un.
Yeah.
The direct link and that gives you energy from Allah.
Definitely each of that is for something. Yes, yeah, definitely each of that is for something. Yeah.
If you're like a donor or vampire, what is it a bad thing or good thing if you're one or not?
It's not. First of all, it's not in your control. So I don't think you are sinful for that, but it's good. So everyone, you just suck out the energy of everyone, but you by yourself enjoy. So it's good, It's good. For you, it's good.
Some people will take, no matter what type of person they are, they're a happy person, like you say, introvert or extrovert. Some people are happy, and no matter what people throw at them, because they're so negative, you're just bouncing off and thinking, alhamdulillah, I've been through that, alhamdulillah, and just using it as a positive. But if you use it as negative, then obviously it affects you. So, but if you're trying to change someone who's not going to be changed, then you're sucking that energy from you. So hence why the Dracula business, you're just sucking all the energy out of you.
Yeah.
This nazar, and would that lead to sahar and then black magic? Or
No,
black magic somebody does it?
No, it's different. Yes, so evil eye, it could be from noble. So, for example, I'm good person, for example. So even I may do it to you. So it's not something in your control, So, for example, it's like you are created like that. It's your nature. So the advice for the person, if you know that you have evil eye, so make sure that you never look at the person directly. Just, by the side of your eye. Because as soon as you see something beautiful in the person, you will hit him. So it's something like that. But it does not mean that you are an evil person. Yeah, it could be a very good person, but he has evil eye. Yeah, so
does evil eye only work if you look directly to them in the eye?
No. The most important thing, you should avoid being impressed by something. As soon as you get impressed, you hit him. So when you look directly, definitely you will find it beautiful, but just by side of your eye. Yeah. Yes, mashallah, barakallah, or something like that, yeah. Or, for example, wearing something which breaks the evil eye. So, for example, beautiful clothes, but then just rip it. So when he looks, beautiful, but then this part is not matching. Now it's done. There is no evil eye anymore. Or new car, and hang, for example, the scalp. Plastic scalps, like a scalp of a human head. Do you know, for example, in Asian, I don't know about Pakistan, but actually even in Pakistan, they have a garden, and in each corner there is scalp of the sheep. Have you seen it? Or some bone of some animal. So people think that it's not tawhid, but it's just to make sure that it looks ugly. So people just by looking at the garden, they see the bones, and they will say, oof, forget about it. So evil eye is gone. It's not effective anymore. Does make sense? Yes, so next time I'm coming, because I'm handsome, so I'm coming to the class with that scalp,
To return the evil eye?
No, it's not to return, but so if I have evil eye, so as soon as I'm amazed at something, I hit it. So you have to make sure that I will not be amazed at that thing. So some ugly thing, for some ugly face, or for example, what's the most ugly movie character in our time? Picture of Rambo. When he does this, just keep it with you. Yes, Andy.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yes.
When you talked about, your clothes, but isn't the Prophet doesn't say that you should wear, beautiful clothes?
Yeah.
You should
Time to time. Yeah. So in that case, make sure that you protect yourself by different verses, etc. Yeah. But yeah, so I'm just teaching how to avoid it. But if you make the ruqyas of evil eye, you're protected anyway. Yes, so that's, yeah.
Sheikh, so what verses can you read so that you don't get affected by
the last two verses of Surah Qalam. Do you know Noon wal Qalami wa ma yasturun? The last two. وَإِن يَكَادُ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا لَيُزْلِقُونَكَ بِأَبْصَارِهِمْ لَمَّا سَمِعُوا الذِّكْرَ وَيَقُولُونَ إِنَّهُ لَمَجْنُونَ وَإِنْ هُوَ إِلَّا. So it is the very last verse. So if you expect that now you will be beaten by evil eye, so make sure that you read this one. So that is very temporary, but protects. The last one. وَإِنْ يَكَادُ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا لَيُزْلِقُونَكَ بِأَبْصَارِهِمْ لَمَّا سَمِعُوا الذِّكْرَ وَيَقُولُونَ إِنَّهُ لَمَجْنُونَ وَإِنْ هُوَ إِلَّا ذِكْرٌ لِلْعَالَمِينَ. Is it last two or last one? وَإِنْ يَكَادُ الَّذِينَ one, isn't it? Last two. وَإِنْ يَكَادُ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا لَيُزْلِقُونَكَ بِأَبْصَارِهِمْ لَمَّا سَمِعُوا الذِّكْرَ وَيَقُولُونَ إِنَّهُ لَمَجْنُونَ إِنْ هُوَ إِلَّا ذِكْرٌ لِلْعَالَمِينَ. وَمَا هُوَ إِلَّا, yeah, it is the last two, yes. Surah Qalam, Surah Noon, which is after Tabarak. We do just once. So when you see that now, you will get that, make sure that you read it.
And after somebody has affected, does it?
For that we need the full ruqya actually. Yeah, so full. So the quick one, if you remember Ayatul Kursi, it will empty him from the thing. But each time you have to blow into the water. Surah Kawthar, blowing, Surah 7 times, and then the person should drink.
Yeah, I have 2 questions.
Yes.
One question is, what are the causes of sleep paralysis and its cure? So basically sleep paralysis in the sense that you're alert but you can't move.
Yeah.
What's the cure for that?
Sayyidi, it's normally with the people with the position actually, with the saya. That's the most common one, yes. This person needs full treatment.
So they need to go and see somebody, they can't do anything?
Yeah, no.
Is there anything they can do in the interim to drinking or reading?
Do you know that dhikr water, just for time being, it's not the complete, but dhikr water until they find someone reliable.
Okay, and the second
but it's jinnat normally play.
What should you read if you have deep nazar? Is that the same thing?
We need, the expert can cure it only, you know. So for example, we have chronic one. Someone was getting it, but he never knew. All the time ill, goes to doctors, there is nothing ill. So for 10 years, he has been getting the evil eye. He never emptied himself. So this person needs to go to some expert, Raqi. Until he finds someone, yeah.
There's no general dhikr for that in the interim. I don't like this sort of Bakr every few days or something. And that sort of call that you mentioned, the water, anything like that, separate that.
I cannot. Yeah.
Everyone claims to be Iraqi, so it's very difficult to find.
I cannot recall it from the top of my mind, but.
You can't find many Iraqis here, isn't it?
Yeah, so why one of you guys here do not become expert of the field? There is big demand, you know. I used to do it before, but I don't know, for the last about 3-4 years, I'm not doing wazifa, so I'm not fit enough to carry it now. But because I'm just giving my time fully for the herbal medicine now, so I cannot do both. So you guys do, some of you specialize. You need someone who. I'm not doing my wazifa for about 3-4 years now.
Do you have any herbal medicine for diabetic?
Yes, we have, yes. Yeah. In about 1 month time, I will start collecting the herbs, plants. From April, I will open the clinics again, inshallah. Try to contact me then, in April. Middle. Sidi Nasir knows. Yes, through him.
Let you know, Shaykh actually does have consultation because he's a doctor. He does pulse reading and he assesses you when you go to see him. So he does have appointments. So I will give you details once I collect all the information. So if you want to contact the Shaykh directly, book a consultation. He'll also make medicine based on your illness as well. So Shaykh also does that.
Yeah, so you can just book an appointment through Sidi Nasir. Saiqa?
Do you think as a community we can get a bit paranoid about?
Yes.
Because this gets in the way of people's treatment. A therapist struggle because
you know.
Because what happens? So it might be a psychological.
Look. When you came, I was hoping to see Saiqa, but not the Dr. Saiqa. But Dr. Saiqa came, you know. You are spoiling my lecture here today, you know. Yes, of course. Most of the time is just paranoia, you know. So you have to just trust yourself. Black magic is a very small thing, so do not be obsessed with it. You are making good point, actually.
And I think maybe if you can think about about how we handle it, because the non-Muslim therapists really want to help and work with us, but when we give them, I've got black magic and I've got evil eye, it really throws them and they don't feel like they can deal with it. And actually, we don't have that many Muslim therapists who make requests. Therapists, because they're not there, so we have to work with non-Muslims.
Yes, also, so we spoke about it, didn't we? So as long as there is no these shirky things, so just we are open for everything. Yes, so I think maybe before we do the next session about evil eye, I think Sister Sako should do her lecture just to bring the awareness. Yeah, because we have paranoia.
Why is it you call it black magic? Why not pink magic or purple magic or white?
That's good. Racist guy, you know? Yeah, I don't know.
The thing is,
I by myself, look, I love black, you know? I love black color.
I mean, see, from what I can see, it goes back to the extremism. White is good and black is evil.
Yeah.
You know, so why connotate that? It's an evil.
Yeah.
It's an evil.
Yeah.
Whether it's white, black,
or
whatever.
Yeah, good. Yeah, I agree. I agree.
I think it's an race. I would think it's probably more to, like, you know, what are you more scared of, the day or the night?
Yeah, maybe that's good point.
Darkness, isn't it?
Yeah.
As Muslims, our fear should be Allah only.
No, but I'm just saying that I think that's
I know
the
the
name's
fact,
called,
but
but I don't think it's linked to black people. I'm not.
Yeah, it's darkness. Maybe that's also a good point. Makes sense.
If you said white magic, it sounds happy, you know.